Dear student, today I am going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 3, machines and levers. This is very important for class 10th student, and this is my first lecture in which we will study the concept of machine, what is the machine, and the function of a machine, limitation of a machine, and technical things related to a machine. First of all, student, if I asked what is a machine, we can define it in very simple language. Machine is a device which can easier our work. We can write here, machine is a device which can easier our work. Very simple. How it can easier our work? We will take some example. Our first example, we have a bell and we are lifting a bucket of water. Like this. It means then we will applying a much force by lifting it in upward direction. If we want to reduce this force in less amount, we can use a pulley, and if we will use a pulley, then if we applying a force, it means this force will be lesser. It means then it is difficult to pull up a bucket of water directly from a well, but it becomes much easier to pull it up with the use of a pulley. Means then this pulley is a device, or this pulley is a machine which can reduce our work. So machine is a device which can easier our work. And we will take some other example. Suppose then we have a heavy block mass m, and if we will want to push it, then we have to apply a some force on it. If we applying a some pushing force, it means if we want to decrease this pushing force, we have to use a machine. That machine is known as the crowbar. Crowbar is a machine which can push it this block by using a very small effort, by using a very small force. It means it stands force. A machine is a device by which we can either overcome a large resistive force or load at some point by applying a small force or effort. It means that there are many functions of a machine we will study soon. First of all, we will define what is the machine. A machine, this is the first definition, and this is the other definition. A machine is a device by which we can either overcome a large resistive force or load at some point by applying a small force or effort at a convenient point and in a desired direction. Or by which we can obtain gain in speed. It means stand machine is a device by which we can either overcome a large resistive force or load at some point by applying a small force or effort. Suppose If we here we are applying a small force as compared to this force by using this pulley, means pulley is a machine which are resisting our work done, which can easier our work. And this machine is based on four functions. Right, next heading, functions of machine. Functions of machine. Functions of a machine stands. Functions of a machine are as follow in four different ways. And first is as force multiplier. Force multiplier, it means students, every machine follows the four different functions. First is force multiplier. Second is changing its direction. And third is gain in speed. And fourth is changing the point of application. And now first as force multiplier. Force multiplier means we can lift a heavy load by applying a less effort. It means it multiplied the force. Force multiplier means we can lift a heavy load by applying less effort. For example, lifting a heavy load. Lifting a heavy load with the help of pulley. With the help of pulleys. Students, machine is a device which can easier our work, and function of machines are follows the four different ways. Our first way is as force multiplier. It works as a force multiplier. Force multipliers means student we can lift a heavy load by applying a less effort. It means lifting a heavy body with the help of a pulley or lifting the vehicle by using a jack. And second example we can write here, lifting a vehicle means car, truck, anyone, vehicle by using jack. And the second second function is it follows the second function in changing the point of application. In changing the point of application means student, in changing the point of application of efforts to a convenient point. To a convenient point. Example student, effort is applied on a pedal to rotate rear wheel of a cycle with the chain which pauses over a toothed wheel. So we can write here, effort is applied on pedal to rotate rear wheel of a cycle with a chain which passes over a toothed wheel. And the third is very important. Third point is third functions which follow a machine, and that is in changing the direction. In changing the direction, of effort to a convenient direction. First is force multiplier, second is changing a point of application to a convenient point. It means effort is applied on a pedal to rotate near a wheel of a cycle. We are applying a less effort and wheel is moving in a convenient point. And the third point is in changing the direction of effort to convenient direction. Convenient direction. Convenient direction means, students, suppose we take an example and suppose stand lifting of a bucket full of water with a single fixed pulley by applying a force in downward direction. It means suppose we are applying a force to lifting a bucket or lifting a load, means we are applying in downward direction force. We are applying in downward direction and this body is moving in upward direction. It means we are applying the effort in a convenient direction. So we can write here lifting of a bucket full of water with a single fixed pulley by applying a force in downward direction. And the fourth point, the function of machines has the fourth point, that is the gain in speed. Gain speed means, student, when a pair of scissors, we can take an example, when a pair of scissors is used to cut the cloth, its blade moves longer on cloth while handles move less. This is the fourth point. Okay, students, the machine has some limitation which we will have study, and write the next heading, limitation of a machine. Limitation of a machine. Limitation of machine means, student, a machine cannot be used as a force multiplier as well as speed multiplier simultaneously. It means कोई भी machine force multiplier and speed multiplier दोनों एक साथ नहीं कर सकता. So we can write here, a machine cannot be used as force multiplier as well as speed multiplier. Simultaneously. Okay, and now we will study some technical things related to a machine which we are used in different numericals. So write the next heading, technical things related to a machine. There are some technical things which we have to remember, and the first point is load. What is the load? Load means, student, is the resistive or opposing. It is a resistive or opposing force to be overcome by a machine. In very simple language, it is a resistive or opposing force to be overcome by a machine, and it is denoted by capital L. So we can write here in one line, it is a resistive or opposing force. It is a resisting or opposing force to be overcome by a machine. Okay, and the second point is effort. What is effort? Effort means student, it is a force applied on the machine, and the load is, it is the force applied by the machine. In one line we can also write the load. What is the load? Load is applied by the machine, force applied by the machine, and effort is force applied on the machine, and it is force applied on the machine. On the machine, which force? To overcome the load. To overcome the load. And it is denoted by, it is denoted by capital E. Okay. Now student, we will study the mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage of a machine, and this is important terms. On the basis of mechanical advantage we can decide the different cases and the output input of the machine. Mechanical advantages. What is the mechanical advantage? It is the in very simple, it is the ratio of load and effort. The load and effort ratio is called the mechanical advantage. So we can write here, it is the ratio of the load and effort. It is denoted by MA, M for mechanical, A for advantage. Mechanical advantage is equal to load L upon effort E. This is the formula of mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage means load upon effort. It is a unitless, it has no any unit. There is no any unit. Why no any unit? Because the unit of load is Newton, unit of effort is also in Newton. Newton will cancel out, so it is a unitless quantity. Okay. And now we will study the different cases. Case number first. Suppose student, if load is greater than effort, load is greater than effort, it means we are applying a very small amount of effort on a machine and it gives a more load. It means student, load is greater than effort, and then mechanical advantage will be, positive, because if L is greater and E is lesser, then L upon E will be equal to greater than 1. This shows machine work as a force multiplier. Machine works as a force multiplier. We will use it in different numericals. And the second case means, suppose if effort is greater than load, it means we are applying a large amount of burden on the machine and the load is very less as compared to effort. Effort is greater than load, it means is then mechanical advantage will be negative, and this will be in terms of point. So we can write here, it is less than 1, and this shows machines gives gain in speed. And the last case number third means stands if load is equal to effort. If both are equal, load is 1 and effort is 1, it means then there is no any gain in force and speed. So we can write here, it means mechanical advantage is 1, and this shows it generally changes the direction of effort and there is no gain in force and speed. Okay, students. And the second term is velocity ratio. Student, velocity ratio. What is the velocity ratio? It is also a ratio. Which ratio? It is a ratio of velocity of effort and velocity of load. And it is denoted by capital V and capital R. VR. V for velocity, R for ratio. So we can write here it is ratio of velocity of effort. It is a ratio of velocity of effort and velocity of load, and it is denoted by VR. We can write the formula of velocity ratio: velocity of effort VE upon velocity of load VL. And it is also no unit. It also has no unit because the velocity of effort is meter per second and velocity of load is also as same unit, and this will be cancel out. So it has a no unit. Now student, we can write the another formula of velocity ratio. This means velocity ratio, velocity of effort. Velocity of effort means student कि effort, load of effort with respect to time. How many load of effort with respect to time is changing. It means what? इट मीन्स कि हमें किसी मशीन पे टाइम के साथ साथ कितना ज़्यादा एफर्ट करना पड़ रहा है. दिस इज द वेलोसिटी ऑफ एफर्ट. एंड वेलोसिटी ऑफ लोड मीन्स स्टूडेंट्स डी एल अपॉन टी. इट मीन्स स्टूडेंट कि लोड मशीन कितना चेंज कर रहा है टाइम के साथ साथ. दिस इज द वेलोसिटी ऑफ लोड. एंड टी टी विल कैंसिल आउट, सो वी कैन राइट हेयर डी ई अपॉन डी एल. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ वी आर, वेलोसिटी रेशियो. Stands velocity ratio is the ratio of velocity of effort and velocity of load. Velocity of effort means load of effort changing means dE. What is the dE? dE is the load. Sorry, D is the effort and DL is the load. Effort is changing with respect to time and DL is load with respect to time. We'll study the different cases in the velocity ratio. Case number first. Suppose stand if load is greater than effort, it means velocity ratio will be less than 1, because if L is greater and E is lesser, then this value will be in negative, and it means gain in speed. And the second case, case number second is if DL is less than DE, it means if load is greater than effort, it means the velocity ratio will be greater than 1, and that shows force multiplier. Machine work as a force multiplier. Force multiplier means force is increased by the machine. Okay. And third case is if DL is equal to DE, it means velocity ratio will be 1, and this condition machine generally changes the direction of effort. It means the direction of effort is changes. So now we will study the work input and work output. What is the work input? Work input means students, it is work done on machine. It is work done on machine. Work done is done by effort, so we can write it is work done on machine by effort. Okay, it means work input is equal to work done by effort. In very simple language we can write here. And work output is Work output means here work done on the machine. Suppose it is a machine when we are applying some work by manually, by electricity, by heating, by applying any energy, it means this is the work input. But when machine is working, it means work output. Work output we can define work done by the machine. It is work done by the machine. And machine is work by what? On the load. On the load. So we can write work output is equal to work done by the load. Now students, if I ask which machine is better or which machine is good, then we can judge any machine, and any machine we can say is better than other by its efficiency. If efficiency of any machine is higher, it means machine has a good capacity, good doing capacity. So the next topic is efficiency. Efficiency means student, it is the ratio of output upon input. Simple line we can write it is the ratio of useful work done by the machine to the work done by the effort on the machine, and it is denoted by a new symbol which is known as eta, and this symbol is known as the eta. And efficiency eta is equal to work done output upon work done input, and it is generally expressed in percentage. So we can write efficiency of any machine is equal to work done output upon work done input into 100. This shows in percentage. Students, these are the theoretical parts of this chapter, and now we will start the derivation related to the machines, and we will study the concept of levers and different form of lever, and how machines and levers is related to in our daily life. We will study in next lecture.